And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Cities Skylines with After Dark and Natural Disasters. Let's look at the zones here really quick. We've got a little bit more space for industrial zones here. I put a little too much space for those. I could have squished those up a little bit more. I moved the elementary school, the extra one that we built, over here. We are really starting to increase our commercial areas. If we look at the levels, and that's it there, you can see commercial is really starting to upgrade, although I don't think we have the educated workforce just yet. We have a large number that are educated, but they are basically either children or teens that are educated. If we look at our population, you can see 22% children, 30% teens, but 0 young adults. So we only have 48% adults, which are the working class. And I doubt very many of those are actually working. So our unemployment is at 3%. It looks like jobs available. We got lots of jobs available. Look at the employment details here. Uneducated, 99%. That's pretty bad. All right, let's go back. We're going to start developing this area here. We need a ton of residential. And I think it's about time, since these are all upgraded, I think it's time we expand our city and add into quite a bit of potential revenue here. So we're going to first try to get to that elementary school. So let's develop all of that. I already added in all of the other segments for pedestrians that I wanted to. And so now we are going to go all the way down to here with this, similar to how we did this over here. And then we're going to add commercial all the way up. Let's do 4 on that side, just for fun. As these build up, as these develop, everything should be good. Let's check water. Water we should have plenty of. Power though, we're going to start increasing rapidly. So let's add another couple of these. And you can see power as it starts to build out. We're adding more and more power. As soon as these connect up together, there it is. Our elementary school should be repowered and ready to go. So it's open for business, and it looks like we got a lot of elementary school students all of a sudden. Yeah, look at that. Elementary has gone way up all of a sudden. Probably most of them are right into this segment here. But how's our high school doing? High school. Right there. High school is not at capacity yet. Tons and tons of students there. And our college, I doubt our college will ever fill up. Unless we zoned a massive area. So now we've got residential, we've got commercial zones coming in. That should help us out a little bit. Let's get up a little bit further in here. I want to give you 4x4 and these two 4x4. Because these are eventually, most likely, going to be large. So why is that not zoned high density? I think it is, I just don't see it for some reason. That's weird. That's a little weird that is. Maybe it's zoned residential and there's just nothing on it. Okay, I won't worry about it. Okay, and residential has gone back up again. Kind of ebbs and flows. Just kind of keep up with it. And we know commercial is going to go down the middle here. So might as well just zone this all the way down. I'm going to do 4 on each side because it looks like it had a little issue with this high density area in here. So we're just going to do 4 on each side. And then we're going to go crazy with some residential zone here. And this will likely need a... Let's do another line for buses here. So I want a bus service. Let's see. You know, I could put pedestrian paths in between here, and that might help. Like that. And those are, it's a little too late for those, but not these. And I might leave those either unzoned or whatever. There's really nothing you can put in a space like that. Which is fine. I don't mind a little bit of wasted space. We've already got little squares in here that we're not using. I wish you could put like parks or something on pedestrian paths. I'm sure there's probably a mod out there that does it, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. So now we got some major commercial coming in here. And it looks like we've got a little bit of... What is... Ah, that's what that is. That's why that's weirdly shaped. Interesting. Okay. Demand kind of plummets for a little bit. Everybody starts moving in. And I connected these two up last episode. So if we look at our crime, we look at police coverage. We don't really have any police coverage on this side. So before too much happens, let's add another police station right into this crook right there. That will give us some good coverage along this side. How about fire coverage? Yeah, fire coverage is pretty bad. We're gonna try to get one right into there. How is that coverage? Coverage is okay there. I think that's about as good as we're going to be able to imagine. And education should be fine. I've already got an elementary here. It's half full. And I got a university and a high school that is not a little more than half full. So that's fine. I don't think I need any other services. The clinic, which if I remember right, is right here. So if we look at health, yeah, see, we're not really covered with health over here at all. So I might want to, again, pick a spot for another clinic. Right somewhere in here. I was hoping to get a little bit more of that residential area. You don't have any workers anyway, so you're going to be fine right here. Right there. Not that we need it, because this isn't even close to full, but it's that coverage area that I really concern myself with. Okay, commercial has gone up again. Wow, that's amazing. Is there some commercial we can throw in on this side? I'm gonna put a bank of 3 on there. I'm gonna put bank of 3 on there. Let's see if that satisfies itself. And come down. Make sure that's covered with water. I wanted to leave a space in between here because of the noise. The only reason. Because we got a little bit of noise bleeding in from our commercial. So you can see the noise. You know, and traffic adds to that. So the busier these are, the more noisy they are. But for now, we are pretty good on that. So commercial may be satisfied eventually. I'm hoping that we start getting more and more graduates out of the high school that become young adults that maybe get part-time jobs working in either factories or commercial, because we got a lot of commercial here that is shutting down and can't find enough workers because they upgrade too fast. So again, we've got residential demand, so let's build that up. I'm just gonna go nutso with it here. All right, up to there. That's a lot of residential right there. Oh, and we already got. Oh, that's fine. Let it grow. Let it look organic. Different shapes and sizes and colors is fine by me. We got a lot of repeating high wealth buildings over here. And it's telling me educate more citizens. So they need higher education in order to build up. And pedestrian wise, we got lots of people using uneducated adult. Yeah. That's one of the things that kind of sucks about, you know, the very beginning of the game. You build a city and you don't really have any education to speak of, and it takes many years for that education to build up and actually benefit your city in any way. And the last thing I want to do in this playthrough is get a prison up and running, because if we look at our police station, which is not there, I think it's over here somewhere. I can never spot it. There it is. See, we're half full there. How full are we over here? Oh, I guess they're holding cells, so they don't actually get rehabilitated. So they'll just get out and commit another crime, which will slowly start increasing our crime rate. See, our crime rate has gone up to 8% now. So let's see what a prison costs. And as such, let's see how big it is as well. So let's go here. So police district, helicopter, prison. Ooh, that is a big building. That is a monster-sized building here. I think I'm gonna want a separate road for that. So we're gonna split this road here, and I actually want a road with a turning lane in it. Where is 2-lane road with turning lane? There it is. Basic road with turning lanes. There it is. Okay. So there's my middle. And we can basically go out as far as we want now. But this is going to be my center for rehabilitation over here. And right in here, we might be able to pull a road. It's like that. Sneak it right by the cemetery. Connect those up. That way this is a more legitimate intersection. And let's then build a prison, which has a cost of $2,400 a week. That is massive. See, a prison is needed to rehabilitate them. So you have to build a prison. Otherwise, they will just get out and run amok yet again. So we're going to build this beast of a building. And it's already got water. Power, we can connect right like that. And as soon as it's powered, it should light up. There it is. All right. We have a good population here. Prison vans in use. So the prison vans go out, grab the prisoners in the holding cells from the police stations. And I don't know where the prison vans, what they look like. Let's look at crime and see if they highlight. Do they highlight? I'm not sure that they do. Oh, he's a fire truck. What the heck was on fire? Ooh, we have a big fire, actually. Yeah, it's spreading. Look at that. Okay, let's look at, we have a lot of fire going on here. Oh, stretch that hose. Oh, yes. You better put that one out before it spreads yet again. Wow, that was quite the disaster. Of course, I missed the prison vans. Oh, maybe I didn't. Let's look at, there they are. Pause it. There's a prison van right there. Paddy wagon, or whatever they're called. Transporting criminals to prison. Have fun, boys. So we are 11. And we got 19 now. Yeah. So you get for whatever you did. Oh, we got to do it over here. He's an educated teen. What are you doing in here? Educated, uneducated adult. Educated teen, what? Uneducated child. What did this poor... What did poor Earl Dixon do as an uneducated child to get thrown into the clink with, you know, all these other highly educated adult? Oh, where are you going? Somebody was looking like he was on his way out. We're making a run for it. Who is this? Worker at prison. Okay, he's working. Okay. Visiting prison. I want to find out. I want to find poor Earl Dixon again. The poor kid. I thought highly educated shouldn't be committing crimes. Uneducated child. There's poor Earl Dixon. Poor Earl Dixon. I don't know what they did, but they're now a prisoner. There's a few more coming in to join us. So you got an uneducated child, teens, and adults all in a prison. That's nice. I don't know what the uneducated child did to deserve a harsh prison sentence, but, you know, should have learned his lesson. Maybe he'll learn his lesson next time. Let's zone us some more residential here. And we're going to need some more commercial eventually. But all of these should not have upgraded so fast. I really wish. And part of the reason why it's taking so long is I have the mod that slows citizen aging. So they don't age as fast. And they don't get out of that, you know, child or teen, you know, stage early enough as vanilla game. So it is, you know, that's the drawback to them aging a little slower is, you know, they take a while to educate. And until your city is up and running and going strong, you're going to struggle a little bit with that. Okay. I need more commercial. I can't really put in any high density commercial just because we don't really have a whole lot. Oh, we got some upgrading residential here. This is nice. Look at that. Just about a third educated. It's good news. So once the high school really starts spitting out students, look at all the students hanging out around here. 3,000 students now, out of how many possible? 3,014. So we have just almost the most, or almost all the students that we can possibly fit in here. Okay, so commercial for some reason is really going gangbusters right now. So let's get some commercial going as much as possible. I think we have water all the way out. Electricity is doing pretty good. What other power options do we have? We have coal power, heavy polluter, oil power, also heavy polluter, solar power, and a nuclear power, high water usage. And I have a quiet solar that is a solar power but is quiet. So, because what noise would solar power generate? I just don't know. Because if you look at the noise generation around the solar power, it's like, oh, we have high noise. And around this one, there's no noise. You know, I could dam this river going across, or this one going across here, but the elevation change here is minuscule. So there would be virtually no power generated. You really need to have a large drop of water in order for that to be useful. We have a ton of water up here. I could create like a canal that comes down and dumps into this water here. You can see our pollution is getting a little crazy. Pretty much polluting this major stream here. Interesting little rock formations going on here. That's kind of cool. Kind of glad they're doing that kind of stuff. Little details like that make a big difference. But yeah, we've got a city that is now growing, and we've got a prison where we're rehabilitating, and we've got this poor sap here. He's a worker. He's got his dog with him. And what is that a dog? Oh, no, that's a worker. Okay, so those are workers. And we've got there's Oliver Blake now is uneducated child, poor thing. Now a prisoner. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.